morning, everyone. Welcome back to another weekly vlog. I am loving these weekly vlogs, but they're so interesting to like edit, because when I edit back like Monday and Tuesday, I'll be like, is that really what happened? Like it feels so long ago, even though it was just in that same week. But what I am currently doing is using the desk pad that I bought last week. And I'm just looking at my binder right here to fill in any dates, such as like report card dates, because that is coming up. I'm thinking like maybe 2 to 3 weeks, so I got to keep an eye out for that. I also do have the district testing calendar here, so I also got to make sure to look at any upcoming dates that I may have. I also want to put any upcoming meetings, because we don't meet every Wednesday, but we do have a meeting this Wednesday to talk about like things like assess maker, field trips, which update, that's the only thing I did this weekend. You guys should be proud of. Oh my god, stop it. I got that on camera. You're so bad. Come here. Come here. Oh my heart. What the hell is wrong with you?
I was standing there for a good 5 minutes.
Really? No, you weren't. I totally little. Okay, maybe you were. What the hell? You're such a creeper. No wonder Halloween is your favorite.
You had this open. And you were talking about your lesson plans. I was like, she still doesn't see me. Water was dripping on my head.
Whoops, girl, you were dedicated. I would have given up after the first minute.
And I was gonna sit there.
Look, I'm still recording. Say hi.
Hey, I just scared her very good. Oh, you got it on video, right?
I did. Okay, so you guys, Miss Stova, I swear to goodness, I was just chatting with her. It's currently like 7:30, so I'm gonna go ahead and just talk to y'all after. I'm gonna have to like watch my video before I got scared to remind me of what I was talking about, because I don't remember at all. I think field trips, or like I know I was talking about like filling in dates, but I don't remember exactly where I left off. I'll see y'all after school. Bye guys. Hello everyone, it is now the end of the day. It is currently 4:12. However, for the first time this school year, I'm actually gonna leave like in 5 minutes. I have my doggy with me, and I just, every time he's with me, I just want to make sure I get to him as soon as possible. We can't go outside when I come home just because it is so hot. Like the pavement is probably like 100 degrees. It is currently raining right now, so I'm hoping that we are allowed, or not allowed, but we are able to go outside maybe like 5 p.m. just because the rain kind of like made the cement a little bit nice and cool. But I did add a few things. For example, the new kids, I still need to put on Google Classroom. They need to have an account. So I need 2 emails. I'm gonna write that down. Officially on my list to do, I do need to bring a tightener for my desk, because I'm not sure if you guys noticed. Let me see. Like, it's probably like over here. I think the floor is a little unsteady. It's a little wobbly. It's a little wobbly. I can definitely notice it more when it's like all the way adjustable up. The thing is flashing. Let me turn that off. So I want to bring a little tightener, but I left it at my apartment, so I need to bring that tomorrow. I also need to give the new kids some non-negotiables and have their parents sign that. Other than that, there was a note here about putting into assess maker, which is all good. I also did put the new girl that I have from last Wednesday. She is now officially on my roster. She's on my grade roster. I did print the grade roster. What I do need to do sometime this week, I also need to make sure to put in week 5 grades as well as week 6 for this week, but that will be a thing for tomorrow. I'm gonna go home, be with my lovely Cookie. I always have a photo of him right here. Oh, look how precious he is. He is a, oh, you guys can see the little reflection there. He is a Chorky, so he is a Chihuahua / Yorkshire. He is actually 10 years old, my baby. So he's getting up there in age. He actually just celebrated his birthday September 1st. Now, he was a rescue So we actually got him from a person who did rescue him from the side of the road, gave him all his shots, gave him everything he needs, antibiotics, all that good stuff. And finally, when he was like about a year and a half old, maybe a little bit less, a little bit more, we saw him on Facebook Marketplace and like those organizations that tell them that these pets need to go to loving homes, rehoming. And we were able to get him, I think in 2015. I'll put a little picture right here of him and his very first day at our house. It was such a sweet moment, but that was about, I think, 9 years ago, 9.5 years ago. So definitely bittersweet seeing him grow up, but I just love him. So I have him right here at my desk at all times, just so I can remember just all the good moments in life. And that's it for Monday. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. I'm leaving my room, not messy, but it's just, I'll do it tomorrow. Right now I just want to go home. It's raining, it smells mucky, it smells like it's raining, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye y'all. Woohoo, look at that. What time is it? 4:18. I'm getting out of here. Bye y'all. Hello, good morning. Today is Tuesday, September 24th. It is currently 7:20, so I got 20 minutes before the kids come in. Currently, what I did is I came in at 6:45 a.m. I know, super early, but I actually got me some Chick-fil-A. So I enjoyed that for the first like 15 minutes from 6:45 to 7. And then what I did is I took these homework 4s that I had already graded. I just put them in my little, I can't show you because it has my kids' names, but I put them in like my grade sheet template. And then what I am currently doing is I am sticking them in my Skyward. So that way grades for week 5 are officially posted. I did post on my desk pad here when our grades due. Now, either grades are due on the 11th or they're due on the 18th, because I was looking at our district calendar and it said cycle 1s end the 18th of October. Now, I don't mean if that is like that's when it officially ends or if that's like when report cards come out. I think I want to say that is when it officially ends, and that's when report card grades are due. So that means report cards would go out on the 25th. I just got to confirm. But today we do have a PLC. We are talking about data. Now, remember last week when I talked to you guys about how I had all my data tiers and all my stuff ready to go? Well, we didn't talk about it last week. We talked about more things like the EL accommodations, the RTI data, which was supposed to be due last Friday. Still have not finished it. It's a lot. It's going to take me like 2 to 3 days. Full non-stop work on that. Today I also need to prepare the unit test that they're taking tomorrow. I did tell the kiddos about that, and they have it in their planner. So that way they have no excuse of, I didn't know. So, and then I also got to work on my goals for T-test. Oh my gosh. And then Crime Stoppers is coming at 1:15. The principal did say it might be like 1:30. We did send a little paper out, which I don't think I have any extra copies. No, I don't. I gave them all out to the kiddos. So that'll be interesting. I'm going to drop them off at Ancillary at 1:15. And then they'll take them to the cafeteria, which Crime Stoppers will be in the cafeteria. So that'll be exciting. And then I got to work on my EL accommodations. So hopefully today, no, not today because I have a meeting. Maybe tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. Tomorrow, during my ancillary as well as after school, I'll work on those EL accommodations and try to get the RTI data soon. Because now that I have Cookie with me this week, I really want to focus all of my attention on him because, I mean, first of all, he's 10 years old, like I said yesterday. Number one, like, he doesn't let me do anything at home. He just wants to play, sleep, chill out, go on a walk. He loves going on walks. And it's been a little rainy, but he likes it because it, like, washes away the old scents and he can, like, you know, put his new scent. You know, it's just, I think dogs just love rain. He loved it when we went on a walk yesterday after it rained. He just seems so more excited than usual. But other than that, it is currently 7:25. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my Skyward grades, and I will talk to y'all after school. Hopefully I'll talk to y'all more than I did yesterday, because yesterday I just wanted to get out of here. But guess what? It actually took me 30 minutes to get home. I was so mad, and that's partly one of the reasons why I kind of stay later, because a lot of comments are like, why do you stay late? Like, why is it like 5:30 even though your school gets out at 4? One, because I like talking to you guys and I like doing stuff so I don't feel as stressed in the next coming days. But number two, it's because the traffic here in Houston is no joke. You guys probably have heard about it. Houston is overfilled because people come from like California, people come from all other different states, especially Florida and California. So they come here and then they fill up Houston, and now we have so much traffic, so it's ridiculous. But when I left here at 4:30, you guys saw me leave at 4:30. It took me 30 minutes to get home. But when I leave here like at 5:30 or like even like 5:50, closer to 6, it only takes me like 20 minutes to get home. So that's kind of also one of the reasons why I stay a little bit later, because it just means less traffic. Plus, like I said before, this week with Cookie, I don't have anyone to go home to. It's just me and myself in my apartment. That's it. But now that I have Cookie, I have someone to come home to. So that's why I'm trying to leave a little bit earlier, like right at 4, or like between 4 to 4:30. So I'll see y'all after school. Bye guys. Hello, it is Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. As you can see behind me, and the fact that you guys saw me do it, we have our unit test today. I still need to change the date, change the agenda, change the objectives, because they want something new every day. But I'm gonna go make a copy. I found this awesome dot to dot super challenge. It's really awesome. So I found, because like one of the best advice that people told me was have something either at the back of the test or give them something to do after the test. Now obviously we can't do that during STAR test, we can't do that during Map Girl test because it's a statewide test, so they're not allowed. However, these are just unit tests. They are kind of set up like STAR because I kind of want to get them used to being in a STAR environment. I know it sucks, but we got to do it. So their desks are officially facing like the front. They have a privacy board, they're spread out, all that jazz. It's kind of hot in here because I probably was just moving. But this is brand new. Like, I love the feel of it. It's really cool. But it's just really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and make like 2 of these. So that way the kids can keep themselves occupied. I got a freebie last time I did this. So that's how I found this book. I downloaded a freebie. And then it was actually, I think, maybe $10. I want to say $8.95. I got it on Amazon, donated from my Amazon wish list, so it's really cool. There's like sets. I don't know, it's just really fun. So I'm gonna go ahead and make 2 of these, and then that'll be it. So the kids are gonna take their unit test. It's 16 questions. They're all ready to go. They're right here on my desk, stapled. Those are the tests right there, ready to go. I'm going to give them this after they finish, and then we'll most likely do science, watch some science video, do the science work, because it is a lot this week. Force and motion, but it's also gravity, friction, Newton's laws of motion. So, and I did find a science experiment that's pretty cool. All I need to do is buy cups, because I have index cards and I do have strings. So some parents did donate some cash from the open house on Wednesday. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that cash to buy just paper cups, and it's super cheap. I probably just need like a pack of 200, which is like maybe $4 each. And then it'll be like those red Solo cups, so those are good. I will most likely see y'all after school. Oh, well, we do have a meeting at 4 in my room, the staff meeting, so most likely 5 p.m. I'll see y'all later. Bye, guys. Well, that's done. I just sent an email to the Rice University Mathematics Summer Project Coordinator, Director, Professor. She has like all those titles because I'm a little discouraged. This week is just filled with frustrations. I did tear up a little bit just like 10 minutes ago. I don't know if my eyes are puffy because my kids did not do as well as I thought on their Unit 2 test. The topic 1, I say unit, it's topic. Unit 1, about 50% pass. I would have had a little bit higher, but then I had those 2 new Spanish students. And then this topic 2, I am missing 3 students, so right currently my percentage is 53 or 55. I have 55 kids, so that's like only 26 pass, maybe 27, 28. I don't even know. My math ain't mathing right now. I'm a little frustrated just because I know I'm a good teacher. The kids look like they're understanding. You know what I think it is? I think it's this book, Envision. I love it. I truly do. I love Envision. It breaks it down, but I think it's too simple. I think it's not challenging enough because the tests that I give them, they're STAR questions. So they're the standardized tests that everybody takes at the end of the year in May. I gave them 16 questions, but 2 of them actually were repeated, so really it was 13 questions overall. I love this book. I just think it's way too simple. It like example. These are some of the questions that they have, you know, adding and subtracting, and then it does have problem solving. And the problem solving I do love because it does kind of challenge their brains a little bit. These problem solving questions are the ones that I have to help the students out the most, but it's still not it's not as close to the STAR test as possible. Like, because yesterday they actually took their test that is in the textbook. Like, we even went through the answers so they could see how much they missed. We did it, and most of them said like, oh, I only missed 1, I missed 2, I missed 3. I think the lowest that someone missed was like maybe 9. So they would have passed because there was like, I think 30 questions on the textbook test. But when it comes to the STAR test, they're missing a whole lot more. They're missing like 6, 7, 8, and that's like, if they got a 11 out of 16, that's 70%. Everything else, like if they miss 6 or more, they failed. I don't know. I'm just feeling a little discouraged. So I just emailed the Rice University director, performer, whatever, saying like, how hard is the 4th grade STAR content compared to 3rd grade? Because the transition between 3rd and 4th is monumental. And I actually just looked up the 3rd grade STAR from like 2 years ago and last year, but it's a little bit harder because now that it's online, it's a little bit harder to like look up. Let me tilt you guys a little bit more up. Okay, I feel like I was a little bit like down right there, but it's so much more simpler compared to the 4th grade test. Like, I saw 5 questions on the 3rd grade STAR test from 2 years ago that was just about like, what's 9 times 7? Or what's 9 times what equals like 56? Oh my God. And my kids know that. Like, they can do fact families. They can do this, that. But then I looked at the 4th grade STAR test. It's multi-step problems. This is, oh my, it's like a completely different test. The rigor is more, I'm just complaining here, but like, it's just making me think Am I a good teacher? I just, you know, I'm just starting to doubt myself a little bit because I know I'm teaching. I'm explaining, I'm pulling groups, I'm working one-on-one, I'm trying to teach my Spanish kids English, I'm trying to do miracles in the classroom, we have our daily review, I'm using every second possible when I have them, and yet I just feel like it's not enough, and I feel like they're gonna blame me. They're like, why did, you know, it just, I don't know. That's my spiel. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here because I'm gonna go cry in the car because I did cry a little bit before. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all. All right, guys, it is 7:44. My car started shaking 30 seconds before I got to the school. I called my mom because my dad is like a mechanic, so he's gonna try and come to the school, if not after school. I'm a little shaky just because, like, I was 30 seconds away. My car dashboard said C manual, and then right after that, bzz, like, I thought I was, I don't know, my first thought was like, am I gonna explode? I'm a little shaky. I don't know if I'm shaking. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, guys. Hello, it is the end of the day. It is currently 4:52. I did chat with Miss Stovall for a good 30 minutes while I was working on these EL accommodation forms that are due tomorrow. This is the week of frustrations, y'all. The week of deadlines. Everything's due. I did turn in my new goals. We're like 80% done with the RTI data. It's a lot of data. Right now we just need to finish the math growth data from the winter of last year and then the spring of last year. But this school year, like the fall, is good. That's inserted. Now, some good news and some bad news. Some good news is, actually, it's more good news. There's not really any bad news, which is great to hear. Some good news is 2 out of the 3 kids that were absent yesterday were here today, and they took their Unit 2 test, and both of them passed. So one of them got an 88, and the other got an 82. So I feel a little bit better. The other good news is after self-evaluating, because I feel like that's really important, as a teacher, after self-evaluating, I took what I know is like, okay, let me really think about it. What do these kids need from me as a teacher, and what can I help them? So we have officially decided to start off slow, but also progress by doing two star questions per day. So what I'm doing is I am currently taking released STAR tests from 2020, starting 2020, and I am pulling up a previously taught topic. So anything with place value, decimals turn into fractions, and then currently addition and subtraction, multi-step problems. So those have been previously taught from topic 1, topic 2. So I am showing 1 STAR question from a previously taught topic, and I am projecting that on the board, and then we're working on it. We're doing whip arounds, we're doing turn and talks, we're doing timer, like 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 1 minute, and we're like using our notebooks to actually work them through. So this is currently the first question here and all of the work that we did together. And then the second question was actually done after the main lesson. So we do a STAR question before the main lesson, but after the daily review. And then we do another STAR question that is more related to the topic that we are currently working on, which is multiplication. That's topic 3. And then we do that after we close the lesson, but before we start science. So that will hopefully help the students not be so like, oh my God, what is all this, when they get this Unit 2 test. Because like I was saying, I love Envision. I really, truly do. I feel like this book is so great. I feel like the curriculum is great as well. The only thing that I don't like is I do feel like the textbook is very simple compared to STAR questions. There's not a lot of STAR language in here, so I feel like when the kids actually take STAR tests, they're like struggling. Also, what I do want to start doing is every week and a half, that's when we start testing. Maybe like every 2 weeks, depending on how many lessons there are in the topic. I also want to do a little bit like mini quizzes, but I don't want it to feel like a quiz. I kind of wanted to do like a STAR daily, weekly checkups. So I would give them like maybe 3 to 5 questions, something STAR related but not as wordy. I'm not quite sure how I can do that. And I just kind of want to get them to, you know, see what the upcoming test is going to look like, but also practice with STAR related questions. So I'm just trying to like really get them prepared, but not overwhelm them, because when we get to March and April, that's when we really start focusing solely on STAR practice. So I don't want to overwhelm them too much. But according to these grades, and I felt like I was like, oh no, I need to really think about, reevaluate myself as a teacher and also what these kids needs. I think this is like the best transition, smooth pathway for them to really get great on the STAR testing questions, because it's not just STAR, it's also TELPAS, it's also math growth, it's also these benchmarks that they make them take, it's also these STAR interims. So I just want them to do the best they can, and I feel like this is the best course possible. Again, I'm not stressing them out too much, because I feel like school should be fun and not all just like testing driven, because they're kids. I want them to have fun. I just also want them to get as prepared as they possibly can. So, other than that, let me go ahead and tell you guys what happened, because I know I literally told you in like 30 seconds what happened in the morning. It was 6:50. I have Cookie at home, like I had mentioned. I took him on a walk, got ready for school. I wanted to come in a little bit later because I just was not feeling it this morning. I didn't want to come in early. I was like, you know what? No. I got my breakfast. I was eating in the car, all good, beautiful. I'm like 30 seconds away from the school. All of a sudden, the dashboard lit up and said, check manual. And the same second that I had seen that sign, see manual, my car started shaking like I was on a roller coaster going up. I really had like a 5% thought, am I gonna blow up? Because that's how scary and that's how much shaking I had felt. It was horrible. It was horrific. Oh my God, I really couldn't believe. So I was very fortunate that I was on the right side of the road. I was able to pull into like some kind of store parking lot. I shut off the car because it was just dry, like it was shaking my body, shaking everything in the car. Everything was moving like it was an earthquake. It was crazy. I shut off the car, called my principal, told her that I was going to be, like I was stuck 30 seconds from the school. I literally was seeing like the big sign that you can see from the school. Like if I look to the right, I can see that same sign I saw this morning just on the other side, and told her I was going to be, I don't know how long I was going to be late for. I don't know. So I just told her what happened. Then I called my mom. Then I called my dad. And luckily my dad's like a car mechanic, so he has worked with car issues before. He mostly does like body parts and like paint, not so much like the mechanic side of it, but he knows like things here and there throughout his years of dealing with cars. And so basically they said like, okay, just try to go ahead and turn it on, see if it still continues. So I turned it on, same thing. So I turned it back off, and then they were saying like, maybe we can come and get you, text us your school address. And you know, and then I was like, okay Mom, let me go ahead and try the car again. So I tried the car again. I didn't see that sign anymore that said C manual, but the check engine light was on. So I decided, let me try, put it in drive, because one of the scariest things that I had felt when it first happened was that my 20 miles per hour, because we were in a school zone, so those like yellow flashing lights were on, it dropped like in less than a second to 0. And it felt like I was in neutral, where I was pushing the gas pedal, but like there was no acceleration. it was so scary, y'all. Like, I really thought I was gonna crash or like blow up or something. I'm not exaggerating. There was like a 5% chance I was like thinking that. And then luckily, when I had turned it on for the third time and I put it into gas, it actually let me drive. Like, oh my gosh. So I told my mom, okay, mom, hold on. Like, I can actually drive now. So she was like, hey, go ahead and just calmly drive to school. So I went back out. I was trying to like go into the parking lot, trying to like curve, but I couldn't. There was like a big hole. So I got back on the road. I made the right turn because I would literally just had to make a right turn, and I was at the school. Oh, my battery's dying. Give me a second, y'all. All right, battery's back in. And I made the right turn, pulled up to my school's parking lot, got parked. It was literally like 30 seconds before the officers actually opened the gate to let the parents drive through. So I was like 30 seconds right on time, because then after that I was going to be blocked and not be able to park at all. And so then I shut off the car. My mom said, okay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to stop by. We're going to see what happens. So right now they're actually on their way from my dad's spot because he did have to work all day. And then we're gonna see what's going on. My sister did, I'm so grateful, did graciously offer to drive me to work as well as pick me up tomorrow. So I do have a ride tomorrow in case my car is no longer available. My dad does say he has an idea of what happened because my car is pretty old. I think it's a 2015. It's not that old, but it's definitely like not a brand new car. It's a used car. So it's had its issues over the year. I think just overall we just have to get a new car sometime soon because the batteries have always run out, the lights. I don't even have like the same mirrors on the side of the car. One is gray, one is white. So definitely it's had its like ups and downs. But I love that car. It just sucks that it's running into a lot of problems now and then. So I made it to work. I did make it on time. It was like 7:32, I think, by the time that I had pulled up. Was able to get ready for the day. I just wrote my objectives, changed the date, did the agenda, and yeah. So luckily the kids, I'm so grateful for the kids too because they actually did help me forget about the whole car incident, whole car situation. It wasn't until lunchtime that I actually remembered, oh yeah, I forgot my car. So I don't know. And now I actually remember because my mom called me saying like, hey, we're on our way to see you at the school. And so I told the security officers this morning that my dad or my mom might stop by, and so they were like, okay, no problem. Oh my god, that's a lot of talking. I'm gonna go ahead, spend the last hour because it is currently 5:06, and just finish these accommodations so I can be done with them, turn them in, and that's it for today. I will see y'all tomorrow. I am planning on doing a science activity, but I had to go get cups. I don't know. I had to get cups from Walmart, and I don't know if I can do that now that I have no car. Whoopsie. I should have done that before, but I mean, who would have thought that my car wouldn't have worked? It's alright. We'll find a way. If not, it's okay if we don't do the activity, but I really wanted to do them because I did mention to the kids as well that we might do an activity tomorrow. It'll be fine. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye, guys. Hello. Good morning. There's a chill in Houston, Texas. Today's Friday, September the 27th. I need to change my date and my agenda and my objectives. I wonder if I can like mix them. Whatever. I'm trying to be silly over here. Sometimes it's funny because I mix up chatting with talking. Like, oh, I hear some chatting or I hear some talking. So now I think I say I hear some chatting. And the kids look at me like, what? Did you invent a new word? I'd be like, no, I forget which word I'm going to use. So I say chatting. Or no, I say chatting. I say chatting. Chatting and then talking. All right, so I got the goods. I actually did buy some plastic cutlery because we are having a lot of like birthdays coming up, and a lot of them have said I want to bring like cupcakes and fun treats for everybody. I also did just bring solo cups. I bought 100. Hopefully that's enough. And then I just brought my lunch. I made some sausage And then I just brought a water and soda for lunch. So let me go ahead and show you. For the science activity, because I told the kids it's not a science experiment, it's more of a science activity. I found this on Instagram. I'll try to link her down below. I think she's like a middle school science teacher. This awesome reel on Instagram where you take an index card. I just dropped my hole punch. All right, so you hole punch it, and then you tie a string around the little hole that you just made. Okay, so I'm gonna probably, it doesn't even need to be that big. Now this is gonna be the tedious part, is actually putting the string. Luckily it's not that big, but I need to go ahead and tie every single one of these. So let me fast forward here. Okay, so I already have 2. They are different lengths, so the video show like it wasn't that long, so I might just go ahead and make them like this length. So I think that's pretty good. And then we take solo cups. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it with 2 or maybe 3, so I can kind of show you what I mean. Okay, I don't know if you can kind of see. So I think this was the idea. I don't know if she had smaller cups because they're a little big. Let me show you. All right, so this is my visual. I don't know. This is what I saw. But I feel like I have like big solo cups compared to like the ones that she had. So the idea is the law of inertia, so the first law of gravity. So a cup will stay at rest unless an outside force is pulled out of it. Now this is the force that is pushing up, and then gravity is pushing down. So the goal is to like that, and then like that. So I think in order to make it harder for the kids, I think they did it this way, I want to say. I don't know. I gotta look at that video. Give me a second. All right, so I can't find it. I thought it was Instagram, but I apparently did not save it to like my saved file. I don't know, but I just remember that it had to do with red solo cups, an index card, a like a hole, and then a string through it. And I actually was playing with it. It's actually kind of hard because the more that you stack, because I'm going to do groups of 5, so they're going to need 6 cups. It's actually really harder, and like right now it's like swinging. I don't even know how I did it in the first place. And to make it more challenging, we can always do it. We can always do it like without the string. We can just do it with a cup. So it's, I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun. So I got to prepare all of these with the string. And if the string doesn't work, we can just tell them to just take out the thing real fast. I think it'll be fun. All right, so today they're going to do topic 3, lesson 2, which is on multiplying with tens and 100s. So like adding those zeros to the first factor, and then just the science activity, and then we'll be good. So I will see y'all probably after school. Bye, y'all. Hello. Did I talk to y'all this morning? I can't even remember. It's been the longest day. I did, because I was showing y'all the experiment, the activity. It is currently 4:50. I made my copies. Those are all good. I put them already in the bins. They're good. I made my science copies. Those are in the bins. I made my homework copies. Those are in the bins. All good. I do need to sharpen the pencils with Alberts. Although most of my kids during like dismissal process, because they have free time from 2:45 to 3, some of them were like, can we sharpen the pencils? And I thought that they wanted to sharpen their own pencils, because that's normally what I let them do during the day, as long as I'm not teaching. But then I saw, and I was like, group 5, where are your pencils? And then they were like, oh, they're sharpening them. I was like, oh, you're sharpening my pencils. Well, that made my job a whole lot easier, but they didn't get to do all of them. So I got to go and sharpen the few that they didn't get to sharpen themselves. Everything is good. I had my kids clean out the desk. So hopefully nobody left anything important, because I tell the kids every Friday we're going to try and do a clean out. So anything that is in the desk that is not like a notebook or a folder or something that you know like belongs to someone, if it's just like a loose sheet of paper with no name, it's gonna go in the trash. So I tell my kids that to prepare them that I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. That's something that I've been saying a lot lately. I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. I actually got that phrase from my old principal. It actually just stuck with me, and I started saying that like my last year, and it just kind of stuck. This week was a week of frustrations. This week was not it. I had to get on my kids more. Definitely next week, we're going to review the expectations. They're definitely not, like, for example, so the first, like, what, 5-6 weeks of school, I don't even know what week did that. The first 5 weeks of school, when I would say the word class, they would, you know, like less than 5 seconds, right? But now I say the word class and they're taking like 15 seconds. I'd be like, oh no. So we're gonna stop. We're gonna review those expectations, because I know if I let them keep doing that, it's gonna get worse and worse and worse. So next week, review those expectations. We're gonna practice it. We're gonna practice getting up from the chair, lining up, because I saw, like, wait a minute, you're shorter, because what I do is height order, because obviously people can see if there's a shorter person in front of them. I've always done it since my first year of teaching. It's always worked out for me. Plus I got 28 kids, so I can imagine a 28 long line, but 28 kids, and then height order split into 2 rows. But today I was just like, wait a minute, why are you back there? And then they looking at me, I'm looking at them, and I'm just like, get where you need to be. And then they've said, I forgot my height order. So we're going to review that next week, because I'm not going to have that happen. They need to know where they go. Today was a fire drill, and it wasn't the one, remember, like last time it was like through the walkie with the bullhorn? No, this was an actual, like, wee wee, oh, scare the bejeebies out of me. I remember the kids were like, my heart did race a little bit, and the kids were like, oh my God. Luckily, it wasn't as loud as I thought it was going to be. I think they kind of found, like, the volume. But it definitely scared the bejeebies out of me. I kind of knew beforehand that we were going to have a fire drill, even though we're not supposed to. Because since I have the perfect window, I kind of saw, like, all of the safety team kind of moving around, like, you over here, you over here, you over here, you over here. And remember, before I was a teacher intern, so I was part of the safety team. So every time we had a fire drill, we would get together, talk about where our locations were going to be. You go 2nd grade, you go 3rd grade, you go in the back, you go in the cafeteria, and then we would like all together pull the fire alarm. So definitely I kind of knew, because I had the most perfect view ever. I'm so grateful. But I am starting to pull my curtain down more. I love my windows, don't get me wrong, I love them. I am so appreciative. Sunlight's coming through, but I have the best view and a little bit of the worst view, because I can, like, the kids, everybody passes right here. Let me show you. So this area right here, everybody goes through, every single class, every single grade level, because they got to go through my AC and the library AC to get to the ancillary area. So the PE is that way, library is that way, and then art is that way. So the little kids, they get distracted by my classroom. So my kids, they look at the window, and I'm just like, what are y'all looking at? And then there's, like, little kids waving at them or peeking. Like, literally, one of my kids, like one pre-K, he had stuck his whole face on the window, and his face was, like, smushed because of how hard he was looking through. I was like, y'all. So there are a couple times where I've had to close the curtain because the kids are getting distracted, and I'm just like, y'all, we can't. So it's a little bit chaotic this week. I'm glad it's over. I'm glad it's Friday. The last thing I need to do is put my agenda and my objective and change the date for the, let me see, 28, 29, 30th of September. This is what the classroom is looking like. There's my hole punch, because I hole punch every Friday. Still looking good, still looking the same. I'm gonna go ahead and take down the banners, most likely at the end of the month next week. And then it is October, so my mom did give me a lot of decorations. She gave me a lot of lights, she gave me a lot of pumpkins, a lot of cute little like stickers to put on the window, lots of cute things. So I'm excited. I'm gonna bring them on the 30th, so that way I can decorate after school, and then October 1st will be like the first official day of like spooky, because I like celebrating Halloween. I know a lot of people are a little controversial with like, oh no, we can't celebrate Halloween. But the kids really enjoy it, and most of my students do celebrate Halloween. We won't like celebrate Halloween, but we'll do like a festive, like here's some candy and let's have a little dance party, but we won't call it Halloween party. We'll call it October party, because October 31st, I believe, is on a Wednesday, maybe. No, it's on a Thursday, so it's gonna be crazy that Friday. So what is it, November the 1st? Oh my gosh. But let's see, what else did I do this week? I'm telling y'all, I got a field trip. Oh my god, the field trip, y'all. So let me back up. I don't even know I talked about this, but it was Saturday. No, it was Sunday. I had emailed this awesome place. I'm not gonna tell y'all because my kids watch my videos, so none of y'all can spoil it. I messaged this awesome place. I got a reservation. Now here's the thing. When I made the reservation, they had a calendar. The calendar is weird as heck, because it's like, it was Monday through Sunday. So it was like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Like, it's not like a usual calendar where it's like it starts on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays, and then it ends with Saturday. No. So my I did not look. So I made a reservation for the 19th of Saturday, and so they messaged me like, oh hey, we don't have any school field trips on the Saturday of October. And I was just like, I can't believe I did that. So then I said, okay, let's do it for the Friday before, which would be the 18th of October. Now, perfect, great, made the reservation, 55 students, crazy to say, and then 5 chaperones, or 5 adults, so 2 teachers, the nurse comes with, and then 1 chaperone for my class, 1 chaperone for Miss Hollis's class. Then the front office calls and be like, hey, did you know that we don't have school on the 18th? What do you mean? Yeah, we actually have no school. It's a student/staff holiday. And then they also said, thankfully, because I was going to call them back and say, can we do it for the 17th? The 17th is actually a professional development day, so the teachers have work, but the students are off. So I said, is there anything going on the 16th? They say no. Okay, so I emailed back the field trip, say, hey, I apologize. I didn't realize we did not have school on the 18th. Can we do it for the 16th at the same time, like 10 a.m.? They said, yes, absolutely, no issue. I rebooked it, sent it to my principal, and then we're trying to get it approved. So I don't know if it's going to get approved yet. I just know that if we do get approved, there will be a field trip on October the 16th, which is a Wednesday, the day before we have a staff PD, and then no school on Friday. Friday is also the day that they get report cards. So that means that I'm most likely confident that the 11th is either going to be the day I have to finish my report cards, or the 18th will be. I have to do comments. I'm behind. I'm like 2 weeks behind. I haven't done my lesson plan. I haven't finished my RTI data. I haven't finished the EL combinations. I did start yesterday. I think I showed you. I did start, but I haven't finished that. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Oh my God, it's a lot. This has been the most stressful / like frustrating week ever. Tomorrow. No, what am I saying? Tomorrow, Monday. One of my kids, her birthday's on Sunday, but she said she might bring cupcakes, so I have some forks for that. I don't know if I told you guys this morning either. Other than that, I'm just gonna go ahead and get out of here because it is currently 5:03. All I gotta do before Monday is agenda, objective, date, and I think that's it. All right, so I think that's it. I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see y'all next week. Thank y'all for watching. I apologize if this was more of a chatty vlog, but this week was just not it. It was just a lot of things that were being due that I'm still not done, but that are supposed to be done this week. So in addition that the kids, you know, they didn't do as good as they could on their unit test. So I did end up feeling a little bit like, ooh, am I a good teacher kind of thing. But I feel, by the way, a little update on that. I do feel a little bit better. We are doing STAR questions, and I think the kids actually like that I'm kind of doing that, because I think they saw that they are getting such low grades and they're like, oh no, we gotta step it up. So I think what I want to do is in a week or so, I want to retest my kids who failed, because I'm just like, I know y'all could do better than that. So I'm going to retest them, and then I'm going to give them, for every question that they get right, I'm going to add 5 points to their failing grade. So I think that's what I'm going to do next week, or maybe like in a week and a half, because I think these STAR questions, even though the kids are like, I think it is helping them a lot. It's been a crazy week. I'll see y'all next week, hoping for the better. Yay! Bye, guys.